Sally, aka Crafting Gal Sal, and today I'm going to be doing a video about a variation of the W Fold Fun Fold card. This is the W Fold card I made last night during one of our virtual card paloozas. It's a virtual card making group that we do together with some friends from from a Facebook group I belong to. But anyway, so we did this W Fold card last night, and this is the one that I made. So today I decided to make another one of these cards, but I wanted to do some different measuring and different paper cutting dimensions and just kind of change it up a little bit. So this is my example, the one that I made today. So it's got a little bit less cardstock involved. The one from last night has a bunch of cardstock on both sides. So it's got a front and back with pattern paper and cardstock. And the entire inside is matted with cardstock and pattern paper. So mine, this one that I made, does not have anything on the back. So it's a little thinner. And then when you open it up, it's different. I've made this little side panel to cover over this part of this strip. I also made my panel so that you could stick a gift card right inside there, so it's got a little pocket. And then I positioned my panels up higher on the card as well. So I only have 3 of these panels on the W strip. And again, I've covered over that 4th side of the W strip with this particular panel. So it uses a little less cardstock. It is still a bit bulky, but it is a little bit different. So let me give you the cutting directions. I will upload a PDF file of this for you so that you'll have it. But these are the cutting directions that I have created. So I'm just going to tell you what we've got. First, you're going to need your card base. So your card stock for your card base, I chose white, and this is a regular A2 sized card. It is cut at 8.5 inches long by 5.5 inches on the short side. So then you just fold it in half at 4 1/4 is a half. Okay, so you're going to fold that, and there's your card base. The next thing you're going to need is either one strip like I have that is 4.5 inches by 2 3/4. You're either going to do this one strip and then stamp an image on here and then cut it, or you could, if you don't want to do that, you can just cut 3 pieces, and each of your pieces are going to be 2 3/4 inch by 1.5 inch. Remember, this is all written down for you. I'm choosing to do the one strip. I'm going to stamp an image on here, color it, and then I'm going to cut it into my 3 pieces. Okay, and then the other thing that you'll need with your card base cardstock is one strip, and you're cutting this one at 4 3/4 inch by 1 3/4 inch. So that's what you need with the cardstock color. The next thing, you're going to need your matte paper, cardstock to mat your papers on. Okay, so I chose this brown cardstock. You're going to need 2 pieces of matte that are cut at 5 1/4 inch by 4 inches. So there's my 2 pieces of that. You're going to need 3 matte pieces cut at 3 inches by 1 3/4 inches. And there's my 3. You're going to need 1 strip cut at 5 1/4 inch by 2 1/4 inch. And then you're going to need your long strip, which is 8.5 inches by 1 inch. And I've already folded this, and I'll explain that to you later. All right, so there's that. And then the last thing that you need to cut is your patterned paper. So you're going to need two different designs that complement each other. And so this is my design A. This is going to go on the front of my card, and you'll need one sheet of this cut at 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And then on your other pattern, you're also going to need another one cut at that same measurement, 5 inches by 3 3/4. And then you'll need one strip cut at 5 inches by 2 inches. Okay, so there's your pattern paper. And then your strip, this is going to be the folding mechanism inside your card. So the first thing you do is just fold it in half. Okay, so you're going to fold that in half. Then you're going to bring both of the ends the opposite direction, okay, and fold to the end that way. Or you can fold it in half, then open it back up, then take your ends and fold them into the center. So either way it works, and you're going to end up with this W shape, okay? So once you have all of your papers cut, then you're just going to need to do some gluing and assembling. So you're going to need these two mats, and you're going to need this mat. If you decided to cut the card base cardstock into the 3 pieces, then you'll go ahead and mat that. But for now, I'm going to set that aside because I still need to stamp on this and then cut it into the 3 pieces that will be matted on top of there. Okay, so I'm going to put these things aside. So you're going to get your patterned paper, and this strip will go, whoop, still need my white page. Okay, you're going to need this one. So you're going to put that here. Nope, sorry, wrong again. All right, let's try that again. Your patterned paper is going to go here, and then this white strip's going to go here. All right, and then you'll need to glue those down like that. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and I'm going to glue these down, and then I'll be right back. Okay, here I am back, and I've mounted my patterned paper onto the mat, and then I went ahead and glued my front onto the front of my card base. And then you can see when you open it up, you're going to glue the other pattern that you want inside the card. You're going to glue that to its mat and then glue that to this side of your open card. Okay, so you have the front, and then you have the inside left panel glued down. Now this one is going to be glued over here. I'm going to make sure that I glue it so that I have a pocket open to put a gift card in. You don't have to do that. You can glue the whole thing down, okay? But before you do that, you're going to need to attach this. So when I'm looking at this, I can hold it so that it's making that W, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this panel, and when I lay it so that it's the W, okay, this panel is going to be glued right here to this flap of the W, all right? I'm going to bring it down from the top about a ½ inch or so, okay? But that's where I'm going to be gluing that. So I'm going to put glue all across this little area here, this last section of that W. So there's my glue. And then I'm going to carefully lay this over top of that, about a ½ inch down. Okay. Like that. Now, if you're going to also leave space for a gift card, then there's a way that you have to glue this so that you leave this area open, Okay, so when I put glue on the back of this for a gift card, I'm going to show you how to glue it. Okay, so remember, this side underneath the W is going to be no glue. All right. All right, so I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to show you where the glue is going to go. I'm going to go ahead and glue from this strip up. I'm going to put that glue all across the back of that, and that's going to hold that down nicely. But remember, this part is not going to get any glue. So from here down, then I'm just going to glue just this edge and this bottom edge. And that's going to leave this area as a pocket. Okay, so I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to go ahead, put glue over this entire section. Then I'm just going to come down on this edge and across the bottom edge. All right, now I'm going to lay this down. Just like that. Okay. Close up my glue here. All right. So that has left this space right here. I'm going to grab a little piece of paper and you can see that that's now a nice little space that you can put a gift card in. All right. Now this side is going to need to be glued down as well. If you want to, you can wait and put your embellishments or your other panels on here before you glue it down, or you can go ahead and glue it down and then just attach your panels afterwards. I'm going to go ahead and glue mine down because I don't have a problem with attaching the panels, okay? But like I said, you can wait and do your panels, put your panels down first, then glue it. But to glue the other side now, I'm just going to fold this over, fold that W up, and I'm going to be putting glue on the back of this other end of the W. All right, there's my glue. And this is going to go all the way over to there. Okay. Kind of match it up at the end with the mat over on that side. So there's my W, and I'm going to close it up and open it up. Okay, that's pretty good. All right. My next step is to stamp my image here on this panel, and then once I get my image all stamped, I'm going to cut it into 3 equal sections. Each of those pieces are going to be 2 3/4 by 1.5 inch. Okay, so they're going to be 1.5 inch cutout. All right, I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to go ahead and stamp and color my image. Okay, so I finished stamping and coloring my panel, and I also stamped the inside, or this panel right here. I can write a sentiment here. I could stamp a sentiment, whatever I choose to do. But now I need to cut this strip into 3 pieces that are 1.5 inches wide at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that, and then I'll be right back. All right, I have them all matted, and now I'm ready to glue them down to my W strip. And this first one, I can put glue on the entire back of this mat, because this one is going to lay flat on the card. So now I have the top of this mat comes up above my W strip almost 1/2 inch, a little less than 1/2 inch. So I want to make sure that when I'm going to put this strip on here, I'm going to make sure that it's even with the bottom and the top. So I'm going to put some glue back here, just a little strip of glue there, and carefully try to place that on there where it looks even with the top and the bottom. All right, and then the same thing with this one. Try to line it up as best I can with the bottom and the top. It's dinner time for the dogs, so Gary is working on that. All right, I'm back, and I finished embellishing my card. All I did was I had some extra strips of the patterned paper that I had used inside my card, and so I just glued a strip here and found a little sentiment panel that I liked that kind of matched my patterned paper on the front. So it says, "Make today amazing," and then when you open it up, I use these words, "Life is great." And that's it. That's my card. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do. Don't forget, this little card also includes a pocket right here for you to stick any kind of gift card in that pocket. So if you like the video, I hope you do give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I have this little ribbon over here. If you want to, you can tie your card together if you don't want it to be open like it is here, but it's fine with me. I'm not worried about closing it. It will fit into an envelope just like that. All right, so until the next time, happy crafting. Bye.